Monkey! Hold on, am I catching the audio for TikTok? I gotta like make sure. Ahí está. I love monkey. I love monkey. Hell yeah. I forgot why I didn't finish the game. I think it was because I was tired or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think it reset my lives because I like saved. Yep, I only have 5. Dog, I haven't been able to stream. I wanted to stream, but the issue is, it's 100 degrees. Why is it 7 p.m. and 100 degrees? Well, P died. Ruby, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Very bien. Yeah, no, it was 100 degrees. I miss seeing you losing Donkey Kong. As I was saying, I wanted to stream, but it's 100 degrees, man. So it's literally, hold on, I need to focus. I found out that, so in my house, the 2 bedrooms are connected to a single circuit. And we have, like, window ACs. So it was literally the matter of either I stream and endure 100-degree weather, or I turn on the AC and don't stream. Dang, it gets 90 here in Miami, but the humidity makes it feel way hotter. Yeah, for real. According to Google, it is 7:36. But in California, 90 degrees. Oh, where I am, it turned down to 100. Yeah, no, so it's literally a matter of stream and endure 100-degree weather, or turn on the AC and don't stream. And because, the bedrooms in my house, the two of them are connected to one. I didn't pay attention to which one. Okay. I can't run the ACs for both rooms and stream, or else the power gets cut out. It's too much for the circuit to handle. A what? So I was doing some research. I'm like, is there a way for me to do this? And so to not overload the circuit, I went to Home Depot and bought like a heavy-duty construction worker 12-gauge extension cord. And so my brother's AC in their room is connected to... I put the extension cord in their room, connected to the AC, and so now they're getting power from the living room so it doesn't heat the circuit. Power trips the Switch, yeah, that's why I don't online stream games on my PlayStation. It appears I can't talk while play video games. The thing was like $60, but I'm like, you know what? I want to play video games. And then I went to, today I went to the store to buy, blackout curtains for one of the rooms and for one of the living rooms, and then for like a window for the kitchen. Some of y'all might think I'm delusional. My brother says I'm running a crack house, but before that, I put tinfoil on the windows to have the heat reflect off of it. And I told him, shut up. Winky, my beloved! Dog, I'm terrible with Winky, oh my god. I didn't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No, because so a quick DIY to, because there's no insulation in my house, and then because my house is like raised, it's one of those that has the plumbing of a crawl space, which unfortunately my mom and I are not a big fan of. I guess it's hotter, or like it's more weather sensitive. And it doesn't have central AC, so I'm like, shit! A quick trick to make your house less cool is go to Dollar Tree, get you some tin foil, tape it against the window, shiny side facing outside, and it blocks out the sun. I did that literally for my room. I did it for the big window in our living room, which we don't even use. And my brother did it in his room. And that's why my brother says it looks like we're living in a crack house. What's over there? For us, we get dehumidifiers that help us cool off since it's so humid here. Bro, I couldn't imagine being in the humid weather. Hello, Mr. Volkswagen. I don't even know how we're gonna do it during winter. I feel like winter is more tolerable just because obviously, like, you could layer up in sweaters. Ah! But you can only do so much with heat. If I literally, like, if I close the door, my room turns pitch black because I blocked it off. I blocked the window off. Skill. I should have died. Is that why you're in the ice level to cool off? No. Ruby says dude one more time in the chat. Dude? Or do you mean like them stereotype Hispanic people that like eat hot Cheetos? Shit! Somewhere here there's a place where I could just shoot and be done with this level. I don't know where it is though. Thank you. Yeah, hot Cheeto girl. Dude, like, I don't know what's up with this weather, man. Like, I don't know, dude. It's so hot. Dude, let's go to the corner store or something. Get like, I don't know. Perfect weather for God? Hell no. Dog, we don't even turn on the stove. Almost la medicina or no? Okay. I just went to Walmart and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh. What's for dinner today? Anything good? Nothing. Starve. Cereal. It's literally so hot. I'm hungry and I'm just like, I don't even want to make food. I'd rather starve. I hate it here. Rather starving is wild. Go eat some ice cubes. What about cocktail? I don't know if I spelled it right. That or ceviche. We'll see. I'm also poor. Or a milkshake. What the? Oh! Secrets? Thank you so- what the heck? Oh. Pop goes the weasel, thank you. I spent $400 getting my car fixed. I hope it saved my last recording. Power went out. And I gotta do all this nonsense again. Turns out the outlet closest to my brother's room by the living room is also actually connected to his room as well. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this house and its electricity. Or it's like electrical system. I don't know who made this house. Shit! I just turned on like multiple Ruby. What happened? I leave and come back to a pink screen. I had to restart the stream, the power went out, and I was like, well... And now I ruined my flow. I'm about to play Donkey Kong Country. This game pissed me off. It's giving y'all can't have anything good. the living room wall that's like closest to my brother's room, we didn't know if it was connected to part of his room because I literally just went outside and turned a bunch of breakers off and y'all ain't see nothing. I can't play Donkey Kong Country 1 right now. Yeah, so the breakers... I went outside to check the breakers. I'm like, let me turn each one, see what happens. And it's like, for some of them, they were turning on the AC to his room. So I'm like, all right, which one is it? That's connected to, like, the rooms. At this point, you gotta play DKC4. Has your Chimoso neighbor been back to your home? No. Thankfully. You have a bad neighbor? No, it's that one lady. It's two. No, it's two. The one with the bummy sons are gonna be like Ruby Le Gusta. No. They had a party. What was it, on Saturday or Sunday? For their kid. And we went, or I guess just for a little bit. When we get there, house is empty. She isn't even in there. One of her sons is there. She had nothing set up. And I literally told my mom, I'm like, let's just go. Because the minute we got there, the kid was like, oh, can you guys help me set up? Mind you, my mom has had like surgery, so it's like she can't even lift heavy things. And I'm like, no, we're out. Goodbye. Make up a lie. It's like, nope, we gotta go. Sorry. Goodbye. Didn't even have, like, barely had enough food for, like, guests. I would have did too. It's because I don't know. I don't really like sitting down for parties, especially when there's nothing to do. It's like you really want me to sit there, eat for a little bit, and just not do anything, not talk or nothing, como pendeja. It's like at that point, I'd rather just go home. My brother was literally like, I'd rather go home. No, my brother didn't even show up. Like, the lady's kid is like, oh, where's your brother? And I'm like, oh, he's not here. He didn't want to come. Which I don't blame him, because it was over 100 degrees and they were having the party outside. And I'm like, no. After you play this game, I went on YouTube to listen to the water level music. What did I just walk into? I don't know. Me rage quitting. I went live a couple minutes earlier, but my power went out. It's like, if you invite me to a party and you tell me the party's outside, don't even bother. And if it's indoors and you have no central AC, don't invite me either. Let's hope the power doesn't get out with this heat of a game. Guys, if the power goes out again, it's because this game is too fire. The heat has been insane these past few days. Why was it 7 and 100 degrees? Ooh, terrible joke, lol. Probably switch to Diddy. DKC for more peak. I hate that game. Lucky and Ruby don't lose to that bird. Upon contrary belief, I'm actually better at this game than the first Donkey Kong game. The last few days when I was working at the school, I was literally bored because the kids were taking finals. So nobody was really picking up their kids. And there wasn't really much for me to do, so I'm like, let me just watch the Donkey Kong show. And that's what I was doing. Mostly because I was watching the abridged series by Uncle Al. I didn't know Donkey Kong had a show. It had a show made by Fox Kids, I think around the 90s, maybe early 80s. No, late 80s to early 90s. Used to watch PE at a school. Then I dipped and got a better job. Used to be a teach PE. I still don't know if I got compensation time or if I'm getting paid for when I worked overtime to help with graduation. I left at 10. And it was also raining. You're gonna get pat on the pat and thank you car for helping for compensation. No, they like it's not mandatory for you to stay and help, but I'm like, let me work overtime because I never done it before, except for when we were registering freshmen's. Ah, shit. Why am I doing this whole level? I could have just used the warp. Oh well. Because the music's fire, true. I think this is what was missing with Donkey Kong Country 3, with the caves. I'ma just let this part play out. We listen to the music, that's why we frozen. I think what Donkey Kong Country 3 was missing with the caves was, it was mostly just a bunch of orange. And meanwhile, even though there's, like, not much going on, or, like, some orange, they do help with, like, this, like, blue, background. And then, like, they do have a little bit, like, of barrels and things like that, in contrast with, 3, where it's literally you're just in a cave. And barrels, that's it. There was not much to look at in 3, that was a problem. The heck is over here? Oi! Oh. I mean, I made it. Where the crow at? Tell me your best yo mama joke. I don't have a mom. No, I'm kidding. The Kool-Aid water. You would say that. Well, I missed the whatchamacallit. I don't know where the warp is to this place, so I guess I'm beating the whole level. If it was a more darker orange, I would have said the menstrual level. This probably sounds, ungrateful, but ever since, like, I've been hired, obviously, because I work 8 hours, they gave me insurance, right? But as someone who's always been low income, I've always had, like, Medi-Cal? Medicare, whatever you want to call it. So now it's weird for me to pay for medicine. Because I just, like, for example, my medicine is at a Walgreens. Come to find out that Walgreens doesn't work with, like, the school's insurance. So they're like, all right, you gotta transfer your medicine to a new pharmacy. And I'm like, what? And I did. And you know, it was fine at first for like one medication, but then I recently went to go see my psychiatric, be like, yo, how you doing? And so when she gives me the medication and I see it, like I told her, oh, hey, I have a new pharmacy. She's like, okay. And then I come to find out I have to pay for my medicine. And I'm like, huh? And I'm like, is there a way for me not to pay for my medication? Thankfully, you know, Costco for the people, I guess with their mail order, if I order like a 90-day supply, it should be free. So now I gotta transfer the medication from Walmart to Costco mail order. And as I called Costco, they're like, are you gonna be alright, by the way? And I'm like, what? And they're like, without your medicine. I'm like, I think. I was not having a good time yesterday. I had a mental breakdown. But y'all don't need to know that. Not you scaring the Costco employees. Well, it's because they asked what medicine, so they probably, like... They probably saw the medication I was taking, they're like, oh. They're like, do you still have any left? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, alright. Apparently, you don't need to have a Costco membership to use their pharmacy. And I'm like, oh, cool. For some reason, though, my insurance covers fully birth control, and so I'm like, huh? I feel like we need to dissect more what's going on, you know, 2 chimps, 1 gorilla, 1 monkey, you know, on this blue balloon that it is, I guess, supposed to resemble like a hot air balloon with bees inside of like a volcano with lava. Someone sat down and thought of this. Monkey! Sometimes I just want to sit in silence and just play this game. But who possesses this sword? I like to point out that there was no lava in the first Donkey Kong game. That I could remember. And the problem when I don't say anything either, I start slowly, like, disassociating. I wish they did a better job with this music. I'm not a big fan of this music. Looking at homes be expensive. Yeah, that's why. I don't think, like, homes are gonna go down. My mom is like, let's sell this house in the future and buy, like, a better one. But I'm like, Mom, I don't think the houses are gonna go down. I be forgetting I'm grown and have a whole mortgage. I like the music and it's like it's gonna be a minute before I get a house for real. I think the only way to probably get a house right now is if you have money saved up and if the interest rate lowers. I think my uncle pays like maybe 1,000 for his mortgage. But that's because the interest, or his interest was like at 1%. I guess we'll do the bonus. I want to play the car music again. Just like one person on TikTok. Who the heck is watching? Oh. Never mind. The band strikes again. 𝐂𝐚𝐦. Now you hating on your followers? I don't think they follow me. I was watching, you know how we had the direct recently? So I've been having trouble sleeping. So sometimes what happens was either I wake up early and fall back asleep, or I wake up in the middle of the night, stay awake, and then once the sun is rising, I fall back asleep, unfortunately. You too? Yes. Magnesium isn't working for me anymore. And so when Nintendo put the direct, I don't know if it was at 6 in the morning or 7, I don't know. I didn't realize that was a direct. I just saw that like a streamer that I follow on Twitch mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, let me watch it. It was so boring, I fell back asleep. I didn't even realize they announced Ocarina of Time. That's me right now, but I don't take anything. I heard magnesium helps relax the muscles. So you sleep better. And so I was taking magnesium and it was helping me. Like I could literally feel like my muscles relaxing and me getting tired and going to sleep. But it doesn't work anymore. I do sleep sometimes during the day. Ruby entering her aunt era. I don't even have like nieces or nephews. Nobody has kids. There's only one brother older than me. He doesn't want kids. I don't want kids. He doesn't want to get married. I don't want to get married either. The bloodline ends. I'm gonna probably take an expired vitamin gummy because that's all I got. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think vitamin gummies work. I don't know what it is. I just feel like it's literally just sugar with the little vitamins. I never felt like the vitamin gummies never did anything for me. It was always Flintstone vitamin gummies. And I took one-a-day women's. But I think one-a-day women's is too strong for me because then I start getting like anxiety after a couple of minutes and then feel restless and feel like I need to start running or something for it to go away. I feel like this unease tightness in my chest when I take one-a-day women's whole, so I gotta cut it in half. The flash is bright? Oh yeah, my bad. We're not playing the Switch version. A warning, please. When was this game released? Wasn't Donkey Kong released in 1981? I don't know if this was released in 1985. I was gonna start flashing the fish back and forth, talk about some, well, they had to deal with it, now you do. Knockhead Clamber. What the heck kind of level is this? Oh, it's these. Played myself, I'm out of gummies. Respectfully, I'm not listening to this damn song. Where my YouTube? Somebody remind me to, someone remind me to turn the music back up for this game. It's fire, not to me! Is it really worth the DK coin? No. I'd like to just gonna speedrun this level. I hate this level. I get PTSD from the GBA version.
She's got wheels of pussy. My dick stuck in the car door. Exhaust pipe, I hold so tight. And drove my Toyota.
Speed! Well, 𝐂𝐭𝐫𝐞𝐚𝐦 music. But why did they make it so good?
Songs about fucking cars. Wheels of pussy. My dick stuck in the car door. Exhaust pipe, I hold so tight. And drove my Toyota. Goddamn wheels of pussy. My dick stuck in the car door. Exhaust pipe, I hold so tight. And drove my Toyota. Did you fuck me on the freeway? Just like to fuck my life. Yeah, my sex life is in shambles. God, I really, really miss my wife. Fucking at TMZ with a prostitute on me. Damn it! I forgot my protection.
Do you like Redbox music? This is a Redbox! I haven't listened to much of it, but I like saw that Joel put this out, and I'm like, what is this? This is Sweetbox? Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna explain to somebody why this music is playing. Alright. I just needed to get through that level. I hate that level. David Wiseby sounding a little different for real. Him and that damn saxophone. This is gonna sound a little bit weird, but if you give David Wise a bandana and some sunglasses, you got Funky Kong. He's the one making the ASMR. I wonder what David Wise is doing these days. Like, are you still making music? What are you doing? Bro, this snake probably don't even know the danger he in. He just probably enjoying life. He's enjoying life. By the way, I had to show my brother Peak, and I showed him the Michael Jackson movie. I forgot I need to go back and then jump. Ah! Oh, well. How would one know there's a Kong barrel here? Obviously, I know because, like, of experience, but before, I was like, you would hear Diddy, and I'd just be like, where is he? And then I would feel bad because I would finish the level and he's still crying to open, letting him out. What will a Steam frame cost? I don't know, but I'm poor. Also, I never played Ocarina of Time either. I've heard the music. Just never played it. And I didn't even realize they announced it because I fell asleep. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, but okay. Well, I lost the cannon. I like how, well, I don't like it, but I think it's crazy how, like, that DK coin taunts you if you miss it. Play Ocarina of Time. If they remake it, I already know the music's gonna be fire. Perhaps. I never played Ocarina of Time, never played Wind Waker, never played Majora's Mask, never played Twilight Princess, never played the second game, never played A Link to the Past. I'm about to give a Zelda fan a heart attack. Why do you hate Zelda? I don't, I just never played it! The only Zelda games I played was, the Minish Cap and the first Zelda game. I think I messed this up. There we go. I just needed a moment. Oh, Diddy! My soul. My head hurt a little bit. I don't know why. I have a question. Do you see that little like pink purplish plant above Diddy? What is that? Is that fruit and can I eat it? I've always been curious if I could just like eat it. Where's my son? Gonna kill me, hijo, or no? My son! My mom let my cat outside to roll in the dirt. I don't know why he does it, but she let up, but he's back right now. However, I refer to my cat as my black son. I need to save. I just realized I've been playing this whole time. I haven't saved a single time with Wrinkly. Skew. I'm going to go to the school. Thoughts on 𝐂𝐽? I don't know what that is. Elaborate. Kingdom Hearts. Oh! I never played Kingdom Hearts. I remember all the ads for Simple and Clean. I'm down to play Kingdom Hearts. Don't know what the story's about. Don't know why Sephiroth is there. But okay. Well, I'm dead. I like how, you know, it was probably Sakurai's idea. You know, for one of the, colors or something like that with the Smash characters. One of them was just for Sephiroth. Take off his shirt. That was it. He knew what was up. Play the level again, I missed it. A Squaresoft CEO, Disney, EXE, and Nintendo higher up all go in an elevator, come up with Kingdom Hearts. I remember the memes when they're like, oh, Nintendo is here for Kingdom Hearts, send them in. And it's just a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse busting in. And I now, like, go on the hook, hello? I still think it's funny whoever told me that they didn't, like, put the physics for the, honey right here for me to get stuck so I could literally walk no problem. But, you know, once that Kong gets off, suddenly I can't move. Ruby, you definitely gotta play Link to the Past. Yeah. Can we talk about how, you know, for this level, they really said, I assume David Wise, you know, we have this little string music going on. And then David Wise was like, hold on, let me hit you with the percussions. Goes crazy on the piano. So Link to the Past is a hood classic. Is Link to the Past the same as Zelda 2? Or am I tripping? I don't know much about my Zelda lore. It's nothing but David Wise clones jamming against each other. I also like whose ever idea was it to make Squitter. They're like, give him shoes. They didn't have to give him shoes, but they gave him tennies. Zelda lore be complicated for Ruby? Well, it was a miracle I played the first Zelda game. I only knew about the Minish Cap because it was on my Wii. That was like emulated, which by the way, if Nintendo is listening, that's how I bought it. I don't know why there was Game Boy games and SNES games and all these other games on my Wii. I was just like, oh, cool, and thought nothing of it. And the whole time when I played the first Zelda game, I was looking at a map, mind you, because I'm like, where would I go? One. Link to the Past is easier in terms of navigation, but it's got plenty of exploration. I feel like I'm not good with exploration, so I feel like if I do play, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, you missed this, this, and this, and this, and I'm like, I don't know. Also, something about this song, I don't know what it is that engraves in my mind. Immediately when I go to like an arcade game, video game, you know, whatever you want to call it, a John's Incredible Pizza, any place that has a bunch of games that requires tickets, I think of this song. Ain't much going on in the background. It's still a banger. Also, thank you. But as a kid, I was always like, why can't we have a level where we explore the amusement park? In the background, I want to go on the merry-go-round. I want to go on the Ferris wheel. The 2 times in my life I go to Six Flags, I think I'm gonna have a jolly old time like these Kongs. No. Game has beautiful soundtrack. Also, hi. Hello. Rip Six Flags. Do you know the first roller coaster I went on? My first time going to Six Flags? Wonder Woman. My eyes were shut the whole time, and I was gripping the handle. if I ever go to Six Flags again, I'm walking around and I'm only going on them Bugs Bunny amusement things. I don't care if it's for little kids and babies. Ruby look at the ride and say, you ain't bad, you ain't nothing. Hell no! And then they put me on, like, what is it? Twisted Colossal. I think it's Twisted Colossal. It was like a white roller coaster that goes around twice. You know, they gave me advice, somebody. The person I went with, they're like, oh, don't try and hold in your scream. And don't close your eyes because it makes it worse. So I went on that ride, did what they told me, had a terrible time, wanted to cry after I got off the ride, and felt like I needed to eat or drink something because I just felt like, I don't know how to say it in English, pero like, se baja la presión. Shoo! I didn't get a checkpoint? Well, at least I got 32 lives. I guess also for the Nintendo Direct, they also announced like another chapter of Deltarune, but I fell asleep, so I wouldn't have known. I was surprised though, I'm like, ain't no way I fell asleep. They should have at least added a Mario Party and Mario Kart DLC. But paid. You know Nintendo ain't gonna give you a DLC for free. I wish Nintendo would explain to us, you know, how Squawks is spitting whatever he is spitting out, or what is it that he's spitting. Imagine a DK Trilogy remake. God, I wish. How the heck? A Kong! Where the heck do I go? you just go through the vines? Yeah. I don't know how, but okay. No, I'm kidding. Somebody said that's how you get the DK coin. I knew I shouldn't have rushed. Hell no! Run! I'm safe. I feel like my brain was like... either I was holding my breath or something happened, I don't know. I just felt my brain relax. I couldn't destroy all of them. What was the logic? Alright, let's hope I don't die in this level. I can't speak, I need to lock in. I want this! Alright, what was it? Thumbtacks. They're still called thumbtacks. Yes, they're still called thumbtacks. Yes. Yes, even if it's flat. What happened? Don't speak. Oh. Oh. Still thumbtacks. Well, the whole purpose of it is just for you to, like, stick it against a wall or something for it to hang like a piece of paper. I don't know. Push pins? My brother asking about thumbtacks and push pins, bro. Oh, not this. Alright, I'm about to bust out the music again. What do you mean no? I hate this. I mean, we can listen to it a little bit, I guess. Play the pirate song. I literally can't play it. I literally... The music from Donkey Kong show gets copyright. And it's a damn shame. They caught on. They said, beats too far. We gotta claim this music and get the bag. DK barrel. That with a DK barrel in my hand. Well... The fact that they said this stream is fire, shut it down. Anyways. I don't think I lowered the volume for the game when I was playing that banger of a music. Shit. Literally the whole album is about cars. And I think it's funny. But I can't show anybody because then they're gonna be like, what are you listening to? And also because the name of the album is questionable. Lol, questionable. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called, Faster Than Gex. But change the G to an S. How am I supposed to explain that to somebody? Emote doesn't work. The black and white. Oh, the one where it's like, man, I do see that it's black and white. I'm like, what the heck is happening? Oh, there it goes. Why is it black and white though? Wait. Is the BRB one black and white? The purple app lets me modify it with points, but it doesn't seem to work. What a bunch of rats. Only for the rage one? Gonna stand there? Why couldn't we just fight the bee as a rhino? Doesn't even have the red stinger. Whole rhino inside the beehive. One. Alright, let's see how long it takes me to do this. shoot. Man. Thank you for subscribing, Crispy. Ballin'. They stuck. I can finally relax. They said, we know this world about to be super tough. Here's 2 lives. I'm telling y'all, everybody talk about Bramble Scramble. This is where the real music is at. Low-key bittersweet because this was back when that 7-Eleven scammed me. They said you don't get your pizza slice. Or the deal, you get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. Speaking of 7-Elevens, I come with the PSA if you ever get something from a gas station, specifically a fountain drink. I urge y'all to please pour a little bit first and then sip to see if the drink is okay, and I'll tell you why. Because I went to put what a bunch of rats. I went to put gas, and the one time I didn't sip. Why is my microphone so loud? God damn. ¿Cómo se baja la volumen? Hello? Hello? Así. The one time I didn't do that. Guerrilla warfare. The one time I didn't do that. You know, I just took it out. I got an extra large drink, you know, because it was 100 degrees, over 100 degrees. I was with my mommy, and I tell my mom, would you like some soda? And she says Coke tastes better. Which I agree because I've tasted Coke, obviously. I prefer Coke. Why is it loud? I don't like that it's loud. The game loud? Am I loud? Hello? So I went. And my mom was like, this soda tastes bad. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I drink it. I'm like, this tastes like diet. And my whole day is ruined because I do not like diet. Greetings, bienvenidas, hello. And so I taste it and it do be tasting like diet. And I'm like, oh my god, I've never been so mad. Ah. And so, well, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll give it to my brother because he'll drink diet. And so I give it to him. But then he comes back later saying, this soda tastes weird. And I'm like, does it? And he's like, yes. He says, this doesn't taste like diet soda. It tastes like very watered down or something, or very bad. And thus I wasted a perfectly good soda. I was so mad. The reason I didn't get a Coke from that gas station is because I already know, their Coke is not very good for some reason. I don't know why. I just wanted a cold beverage, man. Not y'all giving the experimental gas station soda to your brother. I can't stand diet, but sugar-free is strangely good. No, I gotta, get the regular. I was so upset. I think what bothered me too was also because I decided, let me get the largest cup for once, because usually I get like the regular or small cup. But for this time, I'm like, let me get the largest one. And the one time where I do decide to get the largest one, I don't taste the soda. I had Sprite for the first time in months the other day. And how was it? It was great for like 0.5 seconds, and after that, pain. Why pain? I needed my soda to always be cold. I need it to be so cold that it hurts the back of my throat. because my body got used to not drinking soda, so when I brought it back, it totally rejected it. Your body's like, hell no, what is this? Can't relate, I be drinking soda on the daily. Is it bad that, like, because people are like, you know, oh, I can't drink this, like caffeine, I can't drink soda because I can't go to sleep at night, or it, like, makes me stay awake. But it's like, no. Like, I could still drink soda, but I'll still be like, damn, I'm sleepy. You would have never survived with McDonald's Sprite. McDonald's and the battery acid Sprite. I have a question still about this. Would have died, Ruby. That's me with coffee. Doesn't work anymore. What do they want me to do? Because if I oh. I want to see how that's done normally. Oh, well, I guess like that. I feel like I should kill myself to redo the level. Because I feel like it doesn't seem fair for me to, like, you know. Whee! After 1,000 attempts, you did it by accident. But then people are gonna be like, ooh, she cheating. And I'm like, I just want to know. So I will be redoing that section. We'll get there soon. A speedrunner's worst nightmare. So I assume we just, you know... I knew I should have let the snake go. I don't know why they replaced Winky with the snake, though. Like, I never understood the logic behind that. I think maybe environmental change, I guess, but like, you know what it probably is? I think because of like the crocodiles, I associate like crocodiles and like reptilian as like the bad guys. I think, you know, obviously this snake isn't a reptile, but, you know, close enough. And I get a blue life! Who the heck is carrying the cannon over there? Anyways, I like how if you have Dixie Con, they're like, alright, let's get the whole level in. I missed the DK coin. I just saw it up there. Shit. Did I ever mention I never played DK64? Me neither, but I think I'm gonna play this weekend. The heck is DK64 even about? Why did he got a gun? And why half the Kong family related to Dixie? Because I assume the Kong family is more of like a clan thing, but if they're not related to Donkey Kong, then it's Dixie Kong. I don't know the relationship Cranky or Donkey has with Wrinkly Kong, because obviously they like refer to Cranky as like the grandfather, but they don't refer to Wrinkly as like the grandmother. So I'm just like, okay. But see, you have Dixie Kong, sister of Tiny Kong, cousin of Kitty Kong, but then I think one of the other Kongs in Donkey Kong 64 is also a cousin of Tiny or something like that. I don't know. It might be Chunky. I don't know. I think Chunky is Kitty's cousin. So that's the part where I'm just like, what is going on in this tree? And I don't know who Funky's related to. I don't know if he's a cousin of Donkey Kong or where'd he come from. We don't know Swanky Kong. Who is he related to? Damn. Funky just here for the vibes. But why? Guerrilla warfare. Isn't Cranky Kong the OG Kong? Yeah. But also, and I'm not referring to like a movie lore, like video game lore wise, he's Donkey Kong's grandfather. Or I guess grandson. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Ain't no way he killed two of us. So, wasn't he taken from his family from the first game? I guess. Cause then you have like Donkey Kong Jr., you feel me? Trying to rescue his father, Donkey Kong. But then Donkey Kong Jr. disappeared. And then they introduced the Donkey Kong we know. But when making Donkey Kong Country, they're like, they redesigned them, but they said the design is too different than from like the original concept. So then that's how they got Diddy Kong. What the heck happened to Donkey Kong Jr.? I assume with the Mario movie, they made Donkey Kong Jr. the current Donkey Kong. But then we go to, for example, Mario Kart SNES, and we have Donkey Kong Jr. with a different design and a shirt. So I don't know what's going on. And then they made Country, and that's when, you know, they had Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. But then when Rare designed Donkey Kong Jr., Miyamoto was like, the design's too off. He's got to be a whole new character now, and that's how they have Diddy Kong. I don't know what's going on. So it was supposed to be DK and DK Jr.? Yes, for Donkey Kong Country for the SNES. But then somewhere along the line, they're like, let's make Donkey Kong a new Kong, and let's make Cranky Kong the original Donkey Kong from the arcade. But as for Junior, you guys made the design too different, so new sidekick Diddy Kong. I'm gonna need to watch video essay for the DK lore for real. And I also would like to learn maybe in the future, why is Diddy the only monkey? Any other small, like, monkey or similar monkey as we see in this game are villains. specifically that orangutan in the first Donkey Kong Country, and then the monkeys throwing peanuts at you or whatever at you in the third game. Dixie Kong's a gorilla, not a monkey. It's what I do during work anyways, lol, that or watch your videos, but that's an 8. I don't know about the third game though. And I'm still trying to figure out where are we in the map when we play Donkey Kong Country 3, because we're not on the island, but we're not on like the 𝐂𝐭𝐬 Island either. Also, where did 𝐾 come from? I don't know! The only guess I could think of is 𝐾 is a colonizer. He wanted to colonize DK Island, but there's a giant gorilla, you feel me? So he's like, let me enslave his buddy, take his food supply, and then slowly start colonizing the island before he finds out. But then Donkey Kong sees that his bananas are missing and he's like, I bet. Because you have to remember the 𝐂𝐭𝐬s have their own island. We're on their island right now. So the only thing I could think of is maybe they want to colonize. Shoot! The lore be too much for us, for real. DK says, so you're chosen this. This is their yes! It would make sense why the critters are different. In the first game, we were on DK Island. It was literally shaped like Donkey Kong. But they were slowly, I assume, colonizing, which was why some areas like were filled with enemies. And for example, some places like on the top, such as like Fear Factory, and then some places were in like mines. I assume that's where the 𝐂𝐭𝐬s came in and tried to like start taking over. They probably just brought Rambi. Right, but they had to have done it over weeks because ain't no way they built a whole factory without DK knowing. Well, you have to think of, I don't know how long it would take, but Donkey Kong processing through, like, the whole island. And we do see a ton of 𝐂𝐭𝐬s in each level, each world. So I think as we progress, they're here building. And according to the GBA version, they came in the island at night. And Diddy tried to stop him while he was on guard duty of the banana horde. But he couldn't take on the Kremlings. So that's how they stuffed them in the barrel. I ain't going back for that, they tripping. I like how the Game Boy gives us like a little bit of story. Cause the same for Donkey Kong Country 2. I think, I don't know where they left to, but Donkey Kong was literally relaxing on the beach, like alone. And that's when the Kremlings got off the ship and literally just captured him. And then the Kongs were like, oh shoot, where Donkey Kong at? I'm gonna need to write a research paper on DK lore, but they also gave us that secret boss. For 2? The GBA didn't give us an extra boss. I don't know why. But to be fair, I always found it weird that when we go up on the ship, there's nothing. Even like on the SNES, I always thought that was weird. It didn't make sense to me. Like, why would they make us go into a level just to see Donkey Kong get taken away and then just go up the ship? I thought it had bananas. I thought we were gonna fight K. Rool at the top of the castle. That's what I always thought as a kid. Them poor eggs. But I was always under the assumption that, 'cause look. You feel me? We're on the ship, right? Unless this is a whole other island, because this is Kremlin. Gloomy Gulch. K. Rool's Keep. But when we get here, we can see DK Island from afar. You feel me? So that's why I assume K. Rool was like, alright, let's go colonize that island over there. We're on the 𝐂𝐭𝐿 Island. But then my question is, where are we in the third game? I want to know who was a sculptor they hired because they got skills. Don't worry, Ruby, I'm gonna catch up with my DK lore and come back with my findings. Like, I legit don't know where we are. In the third game, I'm like, hello? Why is there bears here? Why is everybody ugly all of a sudden? Also, keep in mind that according to the third game, 𝐾 has a wife. I forgot to save my game. Like, ain't no way 𝐾 actually married. Because, see, at the very end, I don't know if you remember this, but, when we beat Chaos, he's like, I use my wife's best pot and pans for this. But see, Dixie and Kitty, they don't really care. And that's when 𝐾 was like, I guess I'm gonna kill y'all now. Not 𝐾 using the stainless steel pans. They were probably Teflon. was probably using them skillets. But see, what I don't understand about the third game was, why was Donkey and Diddy inside the Chaos Robot? Like, were they powering it? Or what were they doing? How did they get trapped in there? There's so many questions that I don't have answers to. Like, were they asleep? Were they sentient? Were they aware? Because they don't really seem to care that much when they free. They're just like, damn, what happened? G. How much more of this damn game is there? I'm tired. Weren't they hypnotized? I don't know. I don't recall them saying that they were hypnotized. Is the problem. They're like, because Donkey Kong was like, one moment I was dreaming about bananas, the next moment I was some sort of crazed robot machine or something like that. And so I'm like, what happened? How do they both fit in the machine? Didn't even know they were both in there until the end of the game. And it's like, if you don't collect all the coins, the DK coins, and get the helicopter from Funky, then that banana bird's mom is just gonna stay stuck and trapped forever in the sky. Why are the birds bananas? They be sleeping too comfortably around K. Rool for real, man. Maybe 64 has answers, perhaps. Well, my issue with the GBA game, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't Diddy's fault because he didn't know the Kremlings were gonna like sneak in. Or we don't know if they were a known threat. Why would you have him, of all Kongs, guard the banana horde? It's like he literally tries to roll attack on like a crusher or like a club, I don't know who, and it doesn't work because obviously he's too small for him to do any damage. Yeah, I don't know who voted Diddy for. I don't know either. Like, I understand Donkey Kong got asleep, but you didn't have, like, another Kong? At least funky? I guess. I don't know, it's like, you didn't have a better way to hide the cord? Because I obviously was in a cave under his house. Because you have to also remember, Funky has his own home. Which I assume is the Funky Flights, I don't know. Put Candy out there on the front lines. Because it's like, obviously we're in the first Donkey Kong game when this happens, but like clearly around 64, you know these other Kongs. You know Chunky, you know, Lanky. I don't know these Kongs. You couldn't have these other Kongs watch the horde? I'm off to work, but I'll put you on the aux. I wanna take a nap. In case I miss you, have a good night. Honestly, I think I'm gonna just go to sleep. I need to eat cereal. Cereal. Like, I cannot be sitting here. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Banana Slim. 1995. Next time I'm gonna have all my notes together. A whole thesis. Anyways, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Goodbye. Pissing right now.